so in love with you.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, as we continue to go into 2022, inventory is only set to increase. The reason why, guys, is unaffordability continues to spiral out of control, making things much less affordable for millions and millions of Americans. And depending on the report that you read, 50 to 75% of active home buyers have decided to put pause on their home purchasing plans, which is absolutely astonishing. And honestly, thank God, because we need them to wait so that the Federal Reserve can continue to make measures and set measures so that the housing market is properly reset, right? So thank God they're stopping. But today, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to unpack an article from Market Watch that's titled "Millions More Homebuyers May Be Priced Out of the Housing Market as 30-Year Mortgage Rate Spikes After Fed's Biggest Rate Hike Since 1994." So I think by now everyone can agree that the Federal Reserve is super powerful. They have essentially rug pulled us, right? They've hit the switch and flipped it off. Right now, obviously the housing market is a massive beast and it's lagging. And also, listen to me, different metro areas will react differently. In fact, there's a lot of places in Florida, Boston, Boise, places of that nature that have not yet seen a cooling down in their housing market. So you guys got to stay patient. No city is immune to a crash and recession. And once we have a confirmed recession, all of these trends will continue to grow out of control. But you guys know I'm just a YouTuber. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm sharing my opinions. My bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and educator in Texas. But I am a YouTuber and I try to work hard for you guys. I try to get out a video a day. So if you can, please reward me for my efforts, like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And please, you guys, comment. Let me know how I'm doing. And I would really appreciate that. But let's get started on this article right now. I love how this starts. Pity those first-time house buyers. Do you guys remember me sounding the alarm, especially the first-time house buyers? I'm like, stop. If you're a first-time home buyer, just don't buy. Don't buy if you're a first-time home buyer. But anyways, let's go on. On Wednesday, the U.S. Federal Reserve raised the benchmark interest rate by 75 basis points to a 1.5 to 1.7% range, the biggest increase since 1994, as it tries to tame rising inflation, which has reached a 40-year high. We have runaway inflation, you guys. The problem is these actions should have been taken Q1 of 2021. Bottom line, but let's continue. Eric, a director at John Burns Real Estate Consulting, wrote on Twitter that mortgage rates rising from 3% at the start of this year to 6% effectively rules out 18 million households from qualifying for a mortgage of $400,000. That is crazy. 18 million households rug pulled. 18 million. Insanity, y'all. To translate that to the prospects of would-be homeowners on a $400,000 loan, a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage at 3% interest rate would cost home buyers approximately $1,700 a month, excluding taxes and other fees. That equates to $607,110 in total. Compare that to a current environment at 6%. That same mortgage would cost approximately $2,400 a month and $863,000 total, right? A 42% increase in overall monthly repayments on the lower rate. So $600,000 to $863,000. That means that home is over $250,000 higher to buy. $250,000 higher, you guys. That's insane. The 30-year fixed rate mortgages averaged 5.78% for the week ending June 16th, up 55 basis points from the previous week. That's the biggest 1 week increase since 1987. So obviously, guys, year over year, the cost of houses going up 40 to 50%, depending on the data source. That's not sustainable. People can't pay for 1 year, right? Year over year, 50% higher, $250,000 more. That doesn't make sense. That's why the Federal Reserve did what they did to stop it, right? But now we have higher rates. Before it was overpriced houses. Now we have higher rates and overpriced houses. So what needs to happen? The higher the rates, the lower the prices of the houses, right? So that's why I keep telling people, just pause right now, let the dust settle, let the Federal Reserve continue taking the actions that they're taking, because we're not there yet. All of the trends are pointing there, but we're not there. But what is astonishing you guys, because I've been saying, if there's no demand, supply don't matter, right? If there's no demand, supply doesn't matter, even though we're drastically low in supply. You guys, 18 million household rug pulled. Think about that, right? And it's only getting worse. Let's continue reading right now. All right, we're going to finish this article out now. Rates won't have reason to fall with inflation at these levels. Mortgage rates tend to go up and down in anticipation of Fed rate moves, he said, adding that he doesn't expect another dramatic spike in the weeks ahead. I do. About half of the buyers are pressing pause on their plans to buy a home, choosing to wait 6 to 12 months before restarting the process, according to a recent survey of 900 realtors by real estate tech startup HomeLight. The sentiment is showing up elsewhere. The Market Composite Index, a measure of mortgage loan application volume, fell to its lowest level in 22 years earlier this month. A possible silver lining, it's possible that the large increase could be somewhat of an overcorrection on the part of lenders, and as a result, it may fall somewhat over the coming weeks as lenders better adjust to the current high inflation environment. Rising rates aren't all bad news. Less demand for housing could help to alleviate some of the housing supply crunches that are being felt across the country. Though it's unlikely that home prices will majorly slump, an increase in housing supply will likely significantly slow home price growth and give would-be buyers more housing options to choose from. Markets are rattled by the Fed's efforts to raise rates to tame inflation without pushing the U.S. economy into recession, which would likely take a toll on the housing market. So here's the thing that I'm noticing, y'all. A lot of these articles that I'm reading that I'm saying that they're being too conservative, being too optimistic, they're not equating the recession. But essentially, all of them saying that if a recession does hit, it's going to be way worse for the housing market. You guys, I think we're in a recession right now. So as soon as a recession is confirmed, things are going to spiral even more out of control. But not to mention, things are going to get more inexpensive because the tightening is just beginning. The rates going up just started. You guys, demand is completely crippled. Inventory is going to start surging. In fact, it's already surging. In May, 1.4 million new houses hit the market. Inventory is surging, you guys. Just be patient. Stay confident in your decision to wait if you're waiting. Find a good deal. Watch your local housing market. And the biggest thing of all, don't settle, especially right now with everything turning around so rapidly. Now, if you guys want to continue reading the article, it's in my description. I really appreciate you watching this video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I do wish you luck and I hope you win.